Hello, it's Pocket Wednesday again, and today I've got quite a little flippy flappy one. And then I'm going to show you something that I've been working on. I've decided to make a pocket book to just keep track of all the pockets I've made. And so I've been working on that along with trying to clean up my craft room a little bit. But anyway, I just took, okay, so let's just start with our piece of paper, right? And I have a piece of scrapbook paper that was a scrap. And it was a big scrap, but it was still a scrap. And I laid it down on this, which would be a journal page. And I decided, kind of what size that I wanted it. And made a line or folded over, so that I had the right size. Okay, so basically if I didn't have this flap, it would be a giant pocket, but it would be that size. But I decided that I wanted to have a flap. And my flap is, well, I folded it over and there was still space over here, but I cut it off to match the size of this envelope, right? So it's like this. Okay, so this is going to end up being a flap. I have lots of things to glue down, so I have to think about what order I want to do them in. First of all, I'm going to take, I have some scrap that I've used to, stamp some of my stamps before I would stamp them onto something, just to make sure that they were working properly. So I'm going to use this just as some backing for this so that it reinforces the pocket a little bit. Things get stuck on my workspace. They don't want to slide. It's very frustrating to me. Quite a while back, way before I ever started a channel, I was going to start an idea book, and I got a few pages done and never went anywhere from there. And so I was going through, as I said, I was going through my craft room trying to clean some things up, and I came across that and found this pocket. So not my original idea. I have no idea whose idea it was to begin with, so, but not my original. It was so long ago. Like I said, it was well before I started a channel, so the thought to say, whose idea it was, not crossing my mind at that point, just because I didn't think I was going to be doing videos. Okay, so this is going to end up like this, right? Wait a second. Did I forget something? No, I didn't forget anything. This is going to end up like this. This is going to be covered. Okay. But before we cover this, I want to add a flap on this side for writing. And then when you lift it up, you could put a picture or something. So I have just some stationery that I decided to cut to make the size that I wanted it. And I have two of them so that I could back it, so that when you flip it up, it's the same on both sides. So let's go ahead and glue those together. I'm hoping you guys get this. I don't have any real instructions other than, hey, watch me. So this is the first time I'm using my Sugar Belle glue bottle on camera. My friend Donna, who got me started doing this, forced me. Like, I'm surprised she didn't come and get me and take me to the store to get them. She said I had to get them and that I was gonna love them. And so far, Donna, you're right. So far, I like it. I just used it a little bit so far this morning is all. And this part is what I'm concerned about, is it doesn't squirt out, you know, and this goes on really well. Okay, let me demonstrate. It goes on really well. You guys have all seen them, I know, but this is my first time, so I'm getting the hang of it. Anyway, so far so good. I like the amount of glue that comes out. But anyway, we'll see. Or squish it down a little bit. Try not to squirt it out the sides, but that always happens anyway. One of these days, you guys, I am going to be so organized that I'm going to have a little thing that I bring out to glue on whenever I'm going to glue. One of these days. It's going to be right next to me, and I'm going to say, hey, I need to glue, so let's bring that out. This is a flap that I am going to glue down and then cover up, so it'll look like that. So let's go ahead and put glue on. And this is one of those things that you just have to remember to do in a certain order, or you know, you're gonna mess up and you're gonna end up going, oh shoot, I didn't glue that down and now I have a flap showing on the other side. So you're just gonna have to remember. Try to get it sort of centered, hopefully. Okay, so see, that will be covered up on this side. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I've already inked it. I've cut it to size and inked it. I haven't inked this white edge though. And I'll get the top of that. And you know, you see the white and you're like, oh no, what if it shows, right? And once you put glue on it, a lot of times it's hard to ink it, so I'll just do it. Okay, we're gonna try this again. So it doesn't squirt out like the Fabri-Tac normally does. How it just starts kind of like volcanoing out whenever you take the lid off. So that's nice. And a smaller amount comes out since the tip is little. So that's nice. And you can get more if you squeeze harder. And Donna was saying that, you know, I was squeezing so hard. And so yeah, you don't have to squeeze as hard, and that's nice. She's gonna say I told you so. Well, she only started pestering me. Did I say pester? She only started telling me that I needed it like, I don't know, a week or something ago. So I don't live in town, so it took me a minute to get there. Okay, so there's that. So this will open. So if you look at it now, we have this, which is a good pocket as it is. You could leave it just like this and it has a flip up. But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna add this. But what I want to do is make a little decorative edge on my envelope. So we're just gonna cut it. I need to leave enough space that when I put it through my paper punch, I've still got something to glue down. And I'm just guessing. And I am to punch it with this. And I'm kind of guessing the center here. Okay, so there we go. That's pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and ink this since it hadn't been inked, but I did ink the rest of the envelope. I feel like I have a glue string hanging off me somewhere. Okay, so then we'll glue this down. Just, it'll be on the edge there. So it's kind of a decorative edge instead of the big envelope, you know, thing. So let's put glue on it. Just a little bit dabbing on the little scalloped edge. All right, should be good enough. And so then I just want to line it up, hopefully. Okay, so that's cute, right? It has a little decorative edge on it. If I wanted, I could add another one over here, but there's enough, you know, brown showing. Okay, then I have more of the scrap that I thought I would put right on the front here, and I made it a flip up pocket, and I lined it with more of that paper. Okay, and so we are going to glue that down as a pocket. And I'm leaving enough space down here so that I can add a little tab, because sometimes when you see that you don't realize that it's a pocket. And so I have something here somewhere. I have all my stuff ready to go, I think. Yeah, so I'll just add this so that it's obvious that you can open it. So I have to admit, this isn't my favorite paper. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. But at the same time, I've thought, why not use it since this is, you know, like an idea book? So I'm trying to make it nice and stuff, you know, being what it is. That's a lot of glue. Okay, so now it's more obvious that that's something you can open. And then we have, I actually want to put a thumb punch in this. And I think I'm going to use my big circles tend to have scallops. So I'm gonna do the oval again. Because when you do the scalloped, it looks like a bite mark, doesn't it? So I don't want that. Make sure I'm getting the right. I'll ink that. I didn't think to put something here, but that's probably not a bad idea. Okay, I wanted to just do a quick, easy little decoration on this pocket, just with a couple of labels. I was just going to layer them up like this, and I'm going to hide them over on this side, because I think if I did it on this side, well, let's see how it would look. Yeah, I don't like that, so I'm just going to hide them until you won't see them until you open it. So let's go ahead and glue this one down. Okay, so we have our pocket, looks like this, right? And then it opens like this, but it also opens like this. I put the tab on the wrong side. Oh no. Whoopsie. Okay, well, we're just gonna pretend I printed this out, and so there's something there. There's something. So it opens that way, and it opens that way, and it goes like this also. Okay. And then inside the pocket, we just have a couple of little things to poke in there. We'll do this way. Yeah, whoopsie. I could also add a little interest on the side here. I could ink this down and just add that if I wanted. And then I have just a big tag to go through the top of it. All of the images are Graphics Fairy images. Okay, so there we go, you guys. The pocket opens like this and like this. I have no idea what to call it. Envelope, flip out, I don't know. Pocket. So there's that. So that's our pocket for today. And then, so just wanted to show you, I've been working on trying to bring the things together that I have made for the pocket Wednesdays. And so I had to remake this one because this is one that somebody won and I sent it off to them. So I remade that one this morning. And then this is one. And then this is also one that somebody won, so I had to remake it. It looked different. I used different papers. And so I've done week 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be week 5 over here. And you guys, it's so thick already. 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, and it's already, so I'm gonna make like 2-page signatures to put in my pocket Wednesday book, just for my reference. So I think that'll be kind of fun. And so then this would go in one. Not this one, obviously, because this is like week 13 or something like that. I don't know, week 13 or 14. Anyway, so that will be added to my book once I get to that point. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope that I've inspired you, and, you know, give it a try. Use up some scraps. I will see you soon. Bye.